All right, still in the spirit of expectancy, still in the spirit of disbursement, we are still awaiting disbursement, and I want you to pay attention because if money is to be given, it's going to be given badges and it's going to be given according to what you apply for. And I want you to pay attention to this particular VN and make sure you read in between the line and find a balance. Don't forget that the comment section is open for conversation. Subscribe to the updates. Most importantly, share this piece of information so that we'll have more rooms for more conversation and for more knowledge. Have a great day.
This is a good news, a very important news that we need to consume at a time like this. I feel like this organ of disbursement is taking a giant stride towards wanting to maximize the potentials of their subscribers, and I think it's a step in the positive direction. I think I like this. It's a wonderful celebration and good news. If it has to go according to this particular move, the Central Foundation and Midwest Improvement Program, it's actually out to say one thing that no other has said before now. Yes, and I think that is way clear. It was said today that while they understand the agitations and expectations that have been in high profile, and that many of you have been in expectation and anticipation for full-scale approval process of the fund, it has become clear that waiting indefinitely for a complete payment or rollout may no longer be the most viable option for the ecosystem. In that vein, and at this stage, they said it is their collective best interest to begin with the available funds rather than delaying further in the pursuit of this total approval. So what does that mean? The reality is that progress is best achieved in steps, and then the disbursement process must commence with what is currently available and ready for distribution. I think that is wonderful. If, let's put a caveat there, if the rest will not be forgotten. So rest assured that efforts are still ongoing to ensure a smooth and complete disbursement in due course. And the way it was cascaded and denominated is, for now, they said, we urge you to manage whatever amount you receive with responsibility and prudence, that regardless of the figure, whether it is 10 million or 15 million or 20 million or 30 million or 40 million or 50 million, each sum is holding a significant value and it's not small at all. I think, can you imagine talking about 10, 20, 15, 40, 50 million as a little thing in this economy? In this economy, though, the value of Naira has been so downgraded and depreciated that you give somebody 10 million right now, you just looked at it, before you know, the money is gone. But you see, in the face of the biting economic realities also, you offer someone that kind of an amount, he will thank you very well and soundly, because a lot has eaten into the crevice of our borders. And I think with this statement, I think it's a good step in the positive direction. Say, it's better we start with the one that are ready. So 10 million is money, 15 million is money, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million is money, depending on your slots. That is what it says. So it holds a significant value, and it's essential to acknowledge that these funds are a step towards the financial empowerment of the masses, and proper management of this fund will also ensure sustainability for you and your family on a long-term basis, and a benefit for all recipients or all the subscribers. So your patience and understanding throughout this process are deeply appreciated. That the foundation remains committed to its mission of providing support and financial assistance to those who need it most. So this is a phase, but it will be crossed. Let us remain optimistic and proactive in utilizing the resources with reactive or with a receival of heart of thanksgiving and effective actualization or utilization of these funds judiciously. Once again, the Central Foundation congratulates all beneficiaries, and that your journey towards this financial stability has just begun, and they are encouraging us to make the best use of this opportunity for the better advantage of everyone. So what does this mean for you precisely? In the light of this statement, they've taken a decision to start with the funds that are ready for allocation or distribution, rather than waiting for every single slot to be approved at once. And I think this is a necessary step to ensure that beneficiaries can begin to receive financial assistance and begin to utilize their funds for their personal and business needs. So it's important to emphasize that this decision is made in the best interest of everyone that is involved. And if all the grant handlers possibly could also do something like this, where some might not like this idea, let us be paid wholesomely. But then we've been waiting for the wholesome payment, it has not come. But St. Rita says, with the fund that is available, that is to say that certain funds are available. Could that not be what it means? That if the certain funds are available, why do we have to wait for all when people are dying of hunger? So the one that is on the table in their coffers, they can distribute it to people to get their belly filled. You understand? So what this means for you is that if your slot has been approved and processed, you will begin to receive funds based on the amount that is allocated for your slot. Might not be all, but at least you begin to receive until it clocks the designated amount that is allocated for your slots. And it also means that instead of waiting indefinitely, you now have the opportunity to start benefiting from what is available, while they continue to push for full approval of the rest. All right. And finally, it also means that patience and financial prudence will be the key as we are in expectation through this transitional phase. I hope that dog is not just making noise. What's the problem? All right. So every amount counts, and you have to value what you receive. Every amount counts, and you have to value what you receive. Whether it is 10 million, no amount is too small to be appreciated. When you receive 10 million, you receive 15 million, you receive 20 million, 30, 40, or 50 million. Each sums is holding a very significant value. So it is easy to fall into the mindset of expecting larger amounts and feeling dissatisfied if you do not receive exactly what you anticipated. But I urge you, reflect on the bigger picture. Every disbursement is a step forward, and proper financial management of what you receive today can open doors for great opportunities in the future and tomorrow. So let us not be short-sighted in our expectations. And as St. Rita has come out to divide theirs in this perspective. A wise person understands that wealth is not just about how much you receive, but it's about how well you utilize what is given to you. So therefore, I strongly encourage each and every beneficiaries to handle their funds with responsibility, to ensure that their funds is put to good use in a way that would foster growth and sustainability for their families. I also want to assure you that it is not the end of the process. No. It's not the end of the process. The journey towards this complete financial empowerment through this program is still ongoing. And the disbursement of the initial approved slots does not mean that those who are still waiting will be left behind. No. On the contrary, the Central Foundation and Midwest said we remain committed to ensuring that every qualified subscriber eventually receives their due benefits. Yes, and they're working actively behind the scenes to push for further approvals and expand financial accessibility that will ensure that no one is actually left behind. So your continued patience and trust in the process are going to be well appreciated. So I want to extend also my congratulations to everyone who those who are subscribed to this particular initiative. This is the beginning of a new financial journey for you, and I hope that you would make the best use of this opportunity. For those who are about to receive based on this particular information, I encourage you to be very hopeful and be steadfast. The wheels of progress are turning, and your turn would come. If you can make a U-turn, it's about to be your turn. In the meantime, let us also support one another, try to encourage financial responsibility, and continue to believe in the vision of this great initiative, Central Foundation of Vigo Program Initiative. Thank you very much for your patience, your trust, and understanding. So we await further updates from this organ. This was actually channeled to one of our organs of information dissemination by the spokesperson, the Secretary General to Central Foundation, Dr. Michael Ibekwa Ojoy. And we got it just this evening. Let's further await further updates concerning this particular statement and see how possibly they might be the first to do something that is exhilarating and will set fire on motion. I hope and I expect to get this done. I didn't subscribe to Central Foundation, but then I congratulate in advance those who did. And if this approach is going to be adopted, I congratulate you in advance. Could it be what I'm thinking, that Centrita will be the first to disburse by this particular method or application that they want to use? And I think this will also set some wheels in motion for other organs that people are expecting their funds from. So what I just believe is that once there is a kickstart, the door is open for every other person to go on. The firstborn is to take the lead, and when they take the lead, whether it's the pioneer slot or the Central Foundation that has talked in this manner, once they take the lead, I believe that whatever is holding the door to disbursement at bay, that door is going to crack open so that others can follow in subsequent fashion, pari passu. That is my belief. That is my belief. If it's a force, if it's a power, once one door opens, you don't need too many doors. You just need one door that needs to open, that will break open other doors. The Bible said when Paul and Silas were praying in the prison house, and there was this great earthquake that shook the foundation of the place where they were, and the Bible said all the doors were open. One earthquake and all the doors were open. You just need one door to be open, and it will lead to other doors that will open in your life one earthquake big enough to land all your doors in subsequent fashion opened. And I pray that that would happen to us in a very short while. So I congratulate everyone subscriber to this particular initiative. And I also pray for those of us waiting for UAAG and Theobarth, our time has come.